Hello.
Hello,
I'm Alexandra, and this is
Mrs. Davis.
um. So today we're doing a documentary about racism, and my question is to you: what are your opinions on racism?
Well, I believe that racism is bad. I think that it still exists in our country and our world, and it's hidden in a lot of places and things that people don't realize.
Do you think that there has been a change in the past decade of racism?
I think that some examples and some things about racism have become more visible again. But I also see that people are working towards ending racism or, making changes that are hopeful.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your answers.
You're welcome. Thank you.
I'm Miss Payne.
Hi.
Today we're doing an interview about racism, and these questions are: what's one way you think your life will be if you were born in a different race?
If I was born a different race, I think it would be very different because I'm used to being a Caucasian person right now, and I think I would notice people assuming other things about me if I were a different race. I think they do that right now with me being Caucasian. Like, for example, some people may not realize that I speak some Spanish, so when I hear them speaking and I understand it or I speak it myself, it's an assumption. But when it comes to race, as I'm sure we'll talk about, like being of color is oftentimes more negative.
Yeah. Do you think that there's been a change in the past decade?
I do think there has been a change. I think it's been small. When people say that racism still exists, I do believe that racism still exists. However, I believe the good in the world and positive change. So I'm hoping that I'm not being naive and saying that there's been, however small, there still has been progress towards there being a change over the last decade when it comes to racism, and it being for the better and hopefully not for the worse.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hey, what's up, fool?
What's up,
Joe,
man?
let me talk about looking at Joe Beater looking at it. What's up, fool, boy? I was looking at it. Don't even have a green card. My parents already have a one by you. Medicine hall.
Interviewing
Ms. Quinn, hi.
and Marely about racism. So my question is, what are your opinions on racism?
Ooh, that's a tough question. So I think racism is obviously negative. I wish we lived in a world where we didn't have it. But at the same time, I believe that human beings there's always going to be people who are racist. There's always going to be people who are anti-racist, not racist, who work to fight against it. But there's always good people out there and bad people out there. I think there will always be racism, no matter how hard we try to fight it.
I agree.
She agrees.
I agree. If you saw racism right in front of your eyes, will you stop it?
Yes, absolutely. If I saw someone being racist to someone else in front of me, depending on the situation, because I'm small, but if it was non-threatening to me at all, I would definitely step in and stop the situation, especially here if I saw it at the middle school level, because I have authority, real authority here.
I think if I saw someone being racist to another person, I would obviously like try to stop it, because like that's not good.
Oh, is that all the questions?
You want another question? I'll ask another question.
Okay, we can do one more.
Okay. Do you appreciate everyone of who they are?
Oh, absolutely. I would not be a teacher if I didn't appreciate everyone for who they are. Period.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much. Come back anytime.
How do you think racism impacts the world?
I think it impacts the world because like it can hurt someone's feelings because like you're calling them different names that they shouldn't be?
Yeah, it's like it could really hurt people in different types of ways.
And what is the other question?
Okay, where do you think racism is shown the most?
Schools, outside
yeah.
of school, like works, yeah. Everywhere.
What are your thoughts on racism?
Sorry.
It's bad and it's very harmful, I guess.
Okay, thank you.